What's up guys, welcome back to the channel here. This is F1 2023 career mode and this is week 21 in Brazil. Final couple of races here on the race calendar, so let's see how we get on in the Brazilian heat and let's see if we can add another trophy to our cabinet. Alright, we are going to go straight into the race weekend. We don't have any upgrades currently for the car. They should be coming hopefully in the next race, which is going to be in Vegas, so make sure to tune in for that one as well. We are gonna go straight into qualifying here, and we do also have a sprint race this time round, so there will be a longer racing this time, but we'll go straight for qualifying and see how we get on. Brazil is a very good track. Enjoy racing around Brazil. Let's see if we can get a good race here as we go straight to the track now. I feel like there's lots of pace that you can have around Brazil. Definitely a quick track. This might actually suit the Mercedes. They have done some upgrades to their cars in the last couple of weeks, and they've definitely got a lot of pace. They close the gap pretty quickly on us on the straight as well, so it might suit them more than our car this week, but we'll have to see how we get on. So far it's not looking too bad, but just keep pushing here, trying to cut out any mistakes. A bit wide there, but that's fine. We can recover that as we're coming up to the checkered flag here.
Okay, good job mate, really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
Perfect. So we will be starting on the front grid here for the sprint race, which is perfect. We add another first to our CV as well. 1 second behind, so not as quick as I expected, but that's fine. We have got some room behind us there, so that's perfect. If we can keep the gap to just over a second as well, they won't be able to use their DRS, so that's definitely going to work in our favour here. Right, we will go straight to the sprint race now. So we're going to have 3 laps here, and this will of course set the tone for race day, where we are going to be when it comes to race day on the grid. So again, we're going to hope for the best and see if we can start in first and finish in first. That will be a perfect weekend for us.
Also here, of course, is
See how we get on then. The 3 laps coming up right now. We also need to keep an eye on Verstappen. Verstappen is still our rival here for the last couple of races of the season, so we need to just make sure he doesn't finish in front of us, and that we can out qualify him and out race him, and even maybe at a push get the quickest lap time around here just to get that extra point. Let's see how we get on. So Russell has gone up into P2, so he's overtaken his teammate there. Very wide again there. That corner might be a bit of a problem. Of course, that's a bit of an issue in qualifying as well. So we just have to see if we can iron that one out. Right, comfortable lead so far, nearly 2 seconds there, as we come round to sort of the end of the first lap here. So again, we'll see if we can keep this pace for race day as well. Alright, that is the end of that first lap there. We have set the quickest time as well, which is great. Right, we've gone off there as well, so we need to just be careful stay on track. So far it's not looking too bad of a weekend around Brazil here. Alright, we didn't go wide that time on that corner as well, so that's perfect. Hopefully we can set another quickest lap now that we did stay on that corner. Right, bit of a mistake there, across there, but we are looking good for time so far. As we come up to the end of this lap, and then we will have one final lap here before we head into race day.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
It's fine, so we're going to try and keep the cars behind us to more than a second behind, which at the minute it is looking good. 1.2 seconds behind is Russell, and we have also just set a quickest lap again there, which is perfect. Let's see if we can have a smooth third and final lap here as we go round. Okay, didn't go too wide, got it on the chicane there, so it's not too bad at all. Right, Hamilton has got the quickest lap now, so we are just going to try and push in the final sectors here, see if we can get that quickest time back. So we're coming up here to the end of this qualifying session, or sprint race rather, should I say. Perfect, 1:12. I'm not sure if that was the quickest lap. It may be, hopefully it was good enough.
Top job, mate. Top job. Yes.
But we are first again, which is perfect.
Start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you. Well done.
Driver of the day again, back-to-back weeks. Well, that was actually on race day, this one's in the sprint race, but we'll take that so far. Did we get the quickest time though, is the question.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today.
Not too sure, we'll see. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, because it was only a sprint race here, so it doesn't have too much of an impact. So let's just see if we can get the quickest time here around Brazil on the race day. That will definitely work in our favour here. So we've got 5 laps, and again, as expected, same as Mexico rather. Same conditions. It's going to be very hot on track. So that's fine. Let's just wait for this race to load in, and then we'll hope for another good start. Perfect off the grid here. See if we can maintain that P1 for back-to-back weeks and have another perfect weekend. We have had quite a few perfect weekends across the season, to be fair. Cross qualifying, sprint racing and the race itself, so we haven't done too bad. The car has obviously done really well around certain tracks and then quite terrible around certain others, which is expected. Same as IRL, I guess, but yeah, definitely been some great racing over the last couple of weeks for sure, since we have had some upgrades to the car as well. Alright, let's see if we can get a good start here. We have got Russell, Hamilton and Verstappen behind. Or Verstappen, as you can see, straight into P3 there. Russell just didn't get off the start by the looks of it. Alright, let's see if we can just keep pushing this for the next couple of laps. Hamilton was the one that I was worried about, Russell not so much, because Hamilton has pushed us to the edge the last couple of races. Wiped us out in Singapore, collided with us as well in Qatar, where we finished 7th when we was 2nd pushing for P1. He wiped us out, we ended up spinning out, and we finished 7th in that race, so that was a bad race because of Hamilton. So yeah, very, very wary of him and his pace in his car. It's not many times you will see that Hamilton is the one that's ended up wiping another driver out. And normally it will be one of the Red Bulls. Right, coming up to the end of lap 1 here, so DRS not this lap, the lap after, so we're just going to try and push as hard as we can just to get that gap to above 1 second so that Hamilton doesn't have the chance to use it, because this is exactly where he would be able to use it, in this straight here, and he'll get an extra boost and definitely close that gap to us. Right, already 1 second behind us, which is great. We need to keep him there as we are halfway, or a third around this lap rather. Let's see if we can keep him to above a second. Nearly 2 seconds now, which is perfect for us. At least we have a bit of a gap as well if we do make any small error or mistake, as we unfortunately normally do in at least every other race. Right, we are coming to the end of lap 2 here, so DRS is now going to be enabled, so I do expect that gap to close slightly to us.
Okay, DRS is now available.
But hopefully it doesn't have enough time to use it against us. Which is fine here, so we are on lap 3. A few more laps to go. So far looking like another perfect weekend for us. Hopefully we can add another trophy to the cabinet as well before we go on to next week in Vegas. Right, nice and tidy around this corner here, which is fine. It's normally caught us out the last couple of sessions. Right, we have gone green again in sector 2, so we are hopefully on point to make another quickest lap here. Just keep pushing the car to the checker, to the line. Perfect, 1:11, just under. That's perfect. 3.5 seconds, cars behind, so we have got loads of room now just to cruise the car if we need to, but we're going to keep pushing, see if we can maintain that fastest lap. Right, we are red in sector 1 here, so slightly slower than the previous lap. Again, that last lap felt pretty perfect in terms of all the corners that we took there. We didn't oversteer or understeer too much. We had a lot of grip around there as well. So let's see if we can make up some time here in the last couple of sectors. I don't think we will, unfortunately. We have gone red in sector 2 as well, which is fine. We are still looking like we are going to have the quickest time, so we will get that extra point hopefully.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Yeah, 1:12 there, so we have lost some pace slightly. Final lap here, we will just push the car as hard as we can. See if we can improve on that time, just in case anyone does have a flying lap here on this last lap. .8 seconds, so the cars are definitely dropping off, so hopefully that means that they are losing pace, and not actually making pace, so we should still be good for our quickest lap here. Hamilton 5 seconds behind now. We have gone red again in sectors 1 and 2, so unfortunately it doesn't look like we are going to have another quickest lap here, but hopefully that 1:11 treble 9 was good for us as we come up to the checkered flag here. And another perfect race weekend. 3 for 3.
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
Driver of the day as well. Perfect. So now I can say back to back, as we have now got that as well.
A great race then, very much as we've come to
So we will just, as always, watch the celebrations here on the podium, like we normally do.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now.
Champagne time.
From the McLaren team.
No breaking of the trophies, please.
There on that top step of the podium.
Hamilton and Verstappen. So our rival did make the podium at least, but we did out race him, which is perfect. So we should hopefully get another full house here and get a full 6 points in our rivalry against him, which is definitely going to work in our favour as we are coming to the last couple of races. There we go. So as always, we're going to go straight
So let's see
to
what
the standings here after this. We will check. Perfect. So we did indeed get a full 6 points there. So that takes us to 27. So we have got 8 points now with 2 races. So one more perfect race weekend. We should absolutely beat Max there in our rivalry, which is just what we wanted. We did win the last one as well. We lost the first one unfortunately against Yuki Tsunoda, but we did beat Carlos Sainz. That's great. We should have, yeah, as you can see, we should have some front wing end plates come in on the 11th. So we'll just advance slightly.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week.
Oh, perfect.
The entire
Didn't work.
package for the weekend has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
Okay, so that didn't work. So let's see what the damage is. 19th of November, so Vegas is on the 15th, so we're not going to unfortunately have this in time for Vegas. So it will hopefully though be the final race of the season in Abu Dhabi, as you can see there on the graph. We're just going to have to do this then for 8 days time, and let's go for this as well, 11 days, so just before the final Grand Prix of the season. Right, we don't have enough points for anything else. We will check the standings as per usual. So we are 3 points now behind Sainz. So next race, hopefully, we should make it into the top 5, hopefully, and then we are just under. So we're 19 points behind Leclerc as well. So we should hopefully be able to catch the 2 Ferraris there in the next race. And we have, yeah, as for the last maybe 6 or 7 weeks, we have a tight grip on 4th. We are pretty much 170 odd points ahead of Aston Martin there in 5th, so we are pretty comfortable in 4th. Red Bull have 516 to our 368, so it doesn't look like we are going to catch them. But as I say, we should hopefully be able to overtake both Ferraris then in the next couple of races before the finale there in Abu Dhabi. It's a bit of a push for Max Verstappen there in 13, as he does keep on pushing the podium and finishing in the points, but definitely our next goal would be the 2 Ferraris there. So we'll see how we get on in the next race. That'll be that for this episode, guys. As always, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate all the support as always. Make sure to drop a comment as well and let me know what has been your favourite race so far of the season, and I will catch you all on the next one for the big one in Vegas.